is a juggalo? Let me think for a second. Oh, he gets butt naked, and then he walks through the streets winking at freaks with a 2-liter stuck in his butt cheeks. What is a juggalo? He just don't care. He might try to put a...
Since 1992, we've been in the game, you know what I'm saying? Not just putting out shit that wasn't selling. I'm talking everything we put out sold 50,000 or better. We were driving brand new cars, you know what I'm saying? Delivering money to our mother's house. That's being in the game. I don't know where the fuck you're from, but where I'm from, that's being in the game if anybody don't think that's dope. We've been making a living off of these raps since 1992, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like Eminem and shit, they don't want to talk about Eshawn. Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Because everything they're saying that's so scary and rebellious was said 7 years ago in this city. They don't want to talk about the wicked shit. They don't want to talk about ICP either. You know what I'm saying? Eminem don't want to talk about us. Because what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Eminem. The first time I met him, in 1997 or maybe 1998, we walked into St. Andrews Hall, and he came up to us with a flyer. And he said, what's up? He came up to us, and he had a kid with him or whatever, and he was like, what's up? You know, and I was like, what's up? And he was like, I'm Eminem. And he gave me a flyer. And it said Eminem record release party or some kind of party for his EP or something. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was. And then it said on the flyer, it said special guest in the house. And it said ICP. And then underneath it, it said maybe. And it said Eshawn, maybe. And then I looked at it and I had my name. I said, how you going to put ICP on this fucking flyer when, you know what I'm saying, when you don't even know if we're going to be there? And then put maybe like that. And then he said, well, I'm asking you now. You know what I'm saying? You want to come show up? And I was like, hell no, man. What the fuck? And I was like, man, don't be putting our name on that shit. And I walked away. And he was just like, you know, I guess he took it as a diss. You know what I'm saying? But he could take it however he wants it. I didn't give a fuck. We do our own thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, we didn't think much of it again. You know what I'm saying? We didn't think nothing of it. And then that Basement tape came out. Fuck ICP, buy my CD. And we were like, man, that's bullshit. We still didn't think nothing of it. And then an interview in the Detroit Free Press came out. And somebody said, what do you think of ICP? You know, they said, because he was just coming out. And they were like, what do you think of ICP? What do you think of Eshawn? You know? And he said, I think that ICP isn't real. They're a mockery. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not even rap. So by that time, we were like, fuck this kid. You know what I'm saying? It was like, now we still didn't think nothing of it. About some time went by, maybe 3 months. And all of a sudden, that Hi, My Name Is was everywhere. I'm saying it blew up, you know. And so on our radio show, we had a radio show on this station that went out of business. It changed formats. It was called The Edge. It was an alternative rock station. And we had a radio show, and it was called The Juggalo Show. And we took My Name Is, and we added our own lyrics, and we made this funny ass song, and we played it on a radio show. My name is Slim Angus. The next day, Eminem was in that station doing an interview, just promoting his shit. And the guy cut the interview, did the whole interview, and then he was like, hey, you know ICP? And he said, yeah, ICP, yeah, fuck yeah, or whatever he said, Vine and Jay and Shaggy. And then they go, yeah, but you know, they got their own show on the station. and he was like, oh yeah? Hell yeah, you know, he was just being cool, you know what I'm saying? And then they were like, and they did this last night. They played this, and he played the Slim Anus, the song we did, you know what I'm saying? Right in his face.
My name is. Can I have the attention of your ass? My name is the butt sniffer. Hi, kids. Do you like anus? I let Dr. Dre fill on my butt for a chance to be famous.
All right. So then he's like, you know what? All right. Oh, we'll handle that on the streets. And then he's like, I'll handle that on the streets. And then he goes, fuck ICP, buy my CD. And he started doing his freestyle. And I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? And he did the one that he took out. Because when the album came out, it wasn't on there. You see what I'm saying? I guess maybe when he signed with Dre was probably like, who the fuck is I? I'm saying, or maybe, and he was like, oh, there's some local cats, you know, they wear the clown paint. Dre was probably like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit out or whatever. But it never came out. We didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
My brain said, wait, I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out which Backstreet Boy I want to impregnate. And Dr. Dre said,
Slim Shady, you a cutie. I'll give you a deal. Let me up in that booty.
Okay.
Man, he held that grudge. And on his tour, we kept hearing all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a skit he did in Kansas City where the phone rang in the middle of his show, and he said, hello? Who's this? And it said, this is Violent J from ICP. Can I suck your dick? Or whatever. You know what I mean? We were like, oh, man, that kid's blowing up. Why is he tripping on us? You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, his shit was popping off. You know what I mean? He was like, started, you know, he was going into winning Grammys and shit or whatever. You know, his shit was hitting. And we just underground killers. You know what I'm saying? We just do the wicked shit. And when I look at him, he's every bit of a pop star. Come on, man. How you going to say that ain't pop? Yeah, he cusses. Yeah, he disses faggots or whatever. That's just modern pop, man. He's pop. He's on the cover of fucking Teenage People every week. How you gonna be on the cover of Teen People and not be fucking pop? fuck him for that. But yet, he is so bent on dissing us. All the way to his second album, where he dissed us on his record, said something, and then on his concert, brung out the fucking inflatable dolls and me and Shaggy in these sold out arenas. You know what I'm saying? Why would he do that? Selling first record sold, whatever, it sold 10 million copies, and the second one, you know, and just be that bent and pissed off at us. I'll tell you why. Because when we dissed him, it hurt. You see what I'm saying? Because this is where he got his ideas from. Same thing with Esham. You know what I'm saying? When they diss him, it hurts. That's like, I got personal influences like Awesome Dre. He's a rapper from Detroit back in the day. He never made it. But if Awesome Dre made a record that dissed me, even if it only sold 2,000 copies, that shit would hurt, man. You know, Dre's my shit. Well, we were probably Slim Anus as shit. You know what I mean? And when we dissed him, it hurt his feelings. I don't think it's helped Soul Records because he basically made fun of us. That doesn't really intrigue anybody to, you know what I'm saying? But it probably helped with the name. Fuck, what do you sell? 10 million records? Come on, man. It probably helped us with our name. It probably put our name into people's minds as far as 14-year-old girls from the suburbs go all across the world. You know, we don't give a fuck what's going on MTV or what Hot 97 is playing. I can't even lie to you. I couldn't even tell you who the fuck they're playing. Anybody. I couldn't tell you what's on the top 10 right now. I could not even fucking tell you what Mariah Carey's new single is. It's probably something with fucking Eminem. I don't even know. Detroit was never about freestyles. Why is it this? Why is it that Eminem got discovered before he got on? Who the fuck discovered us? Why is it that he was in our shows in the crowd? Think about this. While we was on stage, he's my age. What the fuck was keeping him from becoming a businessman and getting in a goddamn game like these real ballers do? Think about it. He had to wait to get discovered and put on. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Freestyling, waiting till you. Man, we were all broke, motherfucker. I worked at a fucking car wash and dropped out in 9th grade. We were all broke. That ain't what kept him off of being in the game. You know what I'm saying? He just waited for a dick in his booty. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put us on. Think about it. Come on with that shit, man. He needs to be smacked. You know what I mean? For like everything I know in rap is the wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? It's this shit, the shit that don't get played on the fucking radio. We don't have to wait for our new fucking single or any of that shit. Let's say somebody that's on top of the world right now, Busta Rhymes. Let's say when Busta Rhymes' new album comes out next year or the year after, for some reason, one guy at BET and one guy at MTV are like, nah, we'll pass on the video. That's like it. You know what I'm saying? The minute the video ain't there, people don't even know the record's out. You know what I'm saying? But in our shit, it's generally a lot smaller, but it's so fucking secure. Like, we always know what our new album's gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? It's depending on how long we're willing to tour and how much we're willing to do off it. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we don't have to wait and pray for anybody else to give us that success. It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? We were signed to D3 for our last album, and we got $1 million for it, a little over $1 million for that album. And the Wraith is sold something like 250,000 copies right now. So then they come back and they say, all right, look, we'll give you 500,000 for this next record because this one's at 250,000. You know, we'll give you 500,000 for the next record, and we're like, check this out, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to get out of a major label deal forever. You know what I'm saying? In fact, our next album is going to come out on Psychopathic, because if it does, and we have Red Distribution, which is Sony, so if our shit does fucking 250,000 on Psychopathic, I'm going to buy my mom a yacht. You understand what I'm saying? That's the independent music business. That's why I was buying new cars and living in a penthouse selling 50,000 back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Our fucking merchandising and our fucking shit is so vast and so many different avenues and things we got going on. There's no way I can even keep on what's going on outside of this world and what's on the radio and what's on fucking MTV. Fuck that. Look at this. We have a whole universe, man. I want to show you guys back there. This is our merchandise. See, we're all about t-shirts and hats and all of that shit. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. If you're a bitch, our shit is off the hook for bitches. Look at this. Twisted bitch. It looks all nice, like baby colors, and it says twisted bitch. That's dope. And if you're a baby. Oh, yeah, if you're a baby. Little baby wear. You know, we got the dopest shit for bitches, though, man. Like, you know, we got camouflage shit for bitches. Juggalettes, that's what juggalos and juggalettes. And then, you know, look at even for the girls, they got the blaze with the Fresh Raider style. You know what I'm saying? It's so dope, man. Bitches look so hot in that shit. Fuck that. And then look, how dope is this for a bitch? Camouflage color, army style, representing Psychopathic. That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? We fucking got out of Def Jam and signed with D3, and that was it. We went to an independent. We said, we've been with these labels now, let's go to an independent. And now that we're like, we can do everything they're doing our goddamn selves. You know what I mean? Why the fuck we doing it? And it took us a while because we were always signed. You see what I'm saying? But then we started putting Twisted out and all these other groups, and they started selling. And then we said, what are we doing with us? Now let's say Anybody Killer. His debut album just came out about a month ago. This is already at 25,000 copies. Dope!
Yo, maybe not to some, you know, whatever. I don't give a fuck what Billboard's writing about or what Rolling Stone's writing about. Anybody killer lives in a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Now he's about to buy a fucking house, man. These are kids balling off the rap game. That's the shit, man. It ain't about who the source writes about, man. You know what I'm saying? Now when you're buying a fucking house in the real world off your fucking rhymes, freestyle battle these nuts, motherfucker. I sell my shit. Okay, anyway. Oh, wrestling style. We own a wrestling promotion called JCW. This is JCW Volume 2 right now. This is JCW Volume 2. This is Volume 1. We got the DVD too. Anyway, we run a wrestling show. We hire these wrestlers, and we wrestle in the main event. You know what we just finished working on? Insane Clown Posse happened in Columbus, Ohio, the main event, and we just did it. JCW Volume 3. It should be out right now. Insane Clown Posse versus Feminem and Kid Cock. You got to see it to believe it. It's pure family. That's why like it means something to everybody, everything. But it ain't got nothing to do with us. They're not really our fans. We just provide the music, the background for them. You know what I'm saying? They got this whole community started. They have their own gathering. We went to see a fucking wrestling show in Florida. We stopped in Florida on our way to Puerto Rico just to chill for the weekend. Me and Rudy and Eshawn. We went to a wrestling show in Florida, and there was a mini gathering in the parking lot. The Juggalos had their own fucking mini gatherings. So we're just walking to this wrestling show, and there's fucking like 50 Juggalos painted up like me. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? How did they know we were gonna be here? They just happen to be there. There's mini gatherings, and they just paint up, and they all go somewhere. They all happen to be going. They all had a barbecue, and then they went to wrestling. It was the coolest.